guest uncle. Oh, God. What's this going to be? All right, here we go. Everything I know about the Wild Wild West, I learned from my uncle. He was a larger-than-life, barrel-chested, take-no-shit, cussing, tobacco-chewing, a behemoth of a man. I remember when I was about 7 or 8 years old, my father would once a year pack up his old Ford stick-shift gear grinder with the beat-up camper in the back. My brother and I would jump in the back with our blankets and pillows. We would take the 8-hour trip to the Badlands of New Mexico to go visit my uncle and our cousins. We could hardly wait for the trip to end so that we could sit around the campfire listening to my favorite uncle tell us about the Wild West. All us kids would sit around the campfire as we waited for Uncle to take center stage. He would come out of his room with his clanking spurs and his large sombrero, a stub cigarette dangling off the bottom lip as he walked up to the center of our circle. We all sat in anticipation. Uncle spit his little stub of a cigarette into the fire and fixed his large belt buckle. You could cut the tension with a Bowie knife, and let's say a couple of minutes have gone by and you ask, well, what did your uncle say about the Wild West? And I'll answer, oh, my uncle could not talk. He would just swing his arms and fingers all over the place. You see, he never learned to talk. When he was a little uncle, he was injured in an all-you-can-eat contest and bit his tongue off eating a bunch of lemon pies. He mistook his tongue for a lemon slice and bit it completely off. We just like to watch his hands and finger gestures. They're cool. My uncle was cool. Wild Wild West and boom. Lawrence has this crazy sense of humor that I absolutely love. He brings a story every time he tells something, and I love the way that it's brought forth. God, this is great. Boo, what do you think about it?
He's a trip. I bet you he's hilarious to hang out with. Really. I bet he's the life of the party. Oh my God. Everything I read is funny and like, what do you call it? Sarcastic and sharp and witty. And then I've seen him, the other day I actually read some stuff that was like serious, so he's not just, he can write anything pretty much. And I think he gets himself out on paper, and that's what works for him. It's like his therapy. But, I always look at the person, not just the poem. So.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That's a great thing to look at too. And I'm trying to get some stuff going on.